Hello everyone and welcome to DCM, Doritos, Fritos, and Mountain Dew, your favorite local video game talk show. I am your host, Howard.
I'm David.
Let's start off with the news.
Is there any good news this time?
New Kirby Air Ride looks good.
Yeah, it does actually. It does look pretty good. All right, that's the show, everyone. We got good news. We'll see you all next week.
Okay, actual thing is we're not gonna go over the direct. We're not gonna cover everything in the direct.
Only the cool stuff and the decidedly not cool stuff. Nothing in between.
Let's get with the easy. What happened here? Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy are getting re-released in a port.
Woo!
To tie in with the Super Mario Galaxy movie coming out.
Woo!
$40 per game and a $70 physical bundle. Well,
I'm done applauding.
I think I saw someone on Twitter saying it's Schrodinger's price, which is it's 20, 30,
Okay.
40, 70, and $60 ports.
Okay.
All at the same time. That is every price point it has had in a port. It was something like that, and I was like, damn, that's great. That's wonderful.
So it's $40 per and $70 for both of them in the bundle?
Yes. Which is kind of crazy since Super Mario Galaxy... Listen, people say Super Mario Galaxy 2 is better. Well, I'm not even going to get into this argument because it's just more levels of
Yeah,
story.
it's the same stuff.
It's the same game, but with better and more mechanics and stuff.
Yeah.
So having that be like $40 with Mario Galaxy, that's...
You're pushing it. You're already pushing it.
Especially when it's like, okay, you also have the, $60 a year port machine called Nintendo Switch Online. You couldn't just... I don't...
No, I guess not.
And like, you wouldn't have to charge $40 for these if you made all those Nintendo Switch Online games like $20 a pop. I know.
They're not going to listen to that. They're not going to listen to that.
I know. But both titles will feature improved UI. The player choice of motion controls are playing like an actual real game. In-game music player, enhanced resolution, which that one seems kind of cool. That seems kind of cool.
I mean, I've seen the side by side.
It's not good.
The only difference I noticed was the ground had the bare minimum amount of texture put on it. That was the only difference, that was the only graphical difference I saw. Was the ground.
Wait, I'm looking. They're making amiibos for this, but they give you literally nothing. What?
Wait, what?
So Mario and Luma amiibo gives you a life mushroom. Rosalina and the Lumas will give players a 1-up mushroom.
Wow, that is actually nothing.
Is it per level? If it was per level, then
or can you just like spam it like?
Yeah, like in Dead Space 1, the cheat code to give you infinite stasis.
Yeah.
Where you could just like pause the game and be like, all right, I'm back.
Like if you could just do it, just scan it a million times and get a million 1-ups, that'd be cool.
That'd be so funny.
But I doubt that's how it's gonna work. I didn't even see the amiibos. I saw the Kirby Air Ride ones, those look cool, but I didn't see the Galaxy ones.
Mario Galaxy amiibos? Yeah, so these are the two.
Oh, okay, those are pretty cute.
$40? No! $40! Oh, well, I guess that segues to the next part, which is that these
going right in.
So amiibos used to be like $12, and I understand inflation happens. I understand that there's less demand for these amiibos. This is all fine, and so I guess now the price is about $25, which is double, which is Not the best. I wouldn't say that's good, but now we're getting $40 amiibos, and the Kirby Air Ride amiibos are looking like they're like 50 or 55.
50? Oh, God.
Air Riders amiibos. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Kirby and the Warp Star. Shopping. Yeah, $50. And I understand their gimmick is that you can pop.
You can switch them out.
Yeah, and they're gonna make more, but like, come on.
$50 for that.
$50. Meanwhile, on the Nintendo store, there's also a Kirby on a Warp Star amiibo that is $20. $50. That is the price of a video game.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing.
But it's for a video game, Howard. It's for, so that means, it's no, and again, that's not the price of a video game. Video games are $80 now, remember? So this is way cheaper than a video game. Way cheaper.
We're hitting levels of greed that are biblical here. Yeah, like, I get it. You guys, Nintendo Switch 2 has won whatever console wars here, right? Because the other side has nothing. There's nothing on PlayStation and there's nothing on Xbox.
What do you mean there's nothing on PlayStation? You can play The Last of Us remastered, chronological HD PS5
Turbo Remix
4K
Arcade
Turbo.
Edition.
Yeah, you can play that for the umpteenth time. That's what PlayStation has. Xbox has.
They had Hi-Fi Rush and then they sold it.
Yeah, I don't even know what Xbox has.
They got Call of Duty and Overwatch. And then they went, what if we're little saints and put it on everything?
Yeah, so now they actually don't have anything. Because everyone else has it as well.
And then they're like, what if we made Xbox in a Steam box? And I'm like, guys, no one wants this. They just want to play a video game. But nah. Yeah, so, these prices are getting insane. And speaking of things that are insane, the Virtual Boy is coming to Nintendo Switch Online.
Welcome back to the GOAT.
So, when I first saw this, I was dying because
as any sane person would.
They just introduced their GameCube thing, and like when they added Nintendo 64 stuff to their Nintendo Switch Online catalog, they had nothing. And it'd be like, here is one game every 2 months. This surely is fine for your $60 a year not needed internet service. And then for GameCube, I was expecting them to drop like 12 titles and add one every month. They have not. They added like 2. And then they add like 1 every couple months as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, did we run out of GameCube games already that we're going back to the Virtual Boy? Maybe, hear me out, we just sell them. Like the little games, individually.
Yeah.
Because like literally, I think the last year of Nintendo 64 games, they've all been Microsoft games. Nintendo has no more games for the 64.
Okay.
It's been Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad, it's been those games.
Okay.
So it's like they have run out of Nintendo 64 games, which is incredible because there's only like 20 there.
Yeah.
After spending millions of dollars to try to get exclusive rights to GoldenEye. I'm dead serious. So we have like 6 GameCube games. They're like, guys, we're running out of content.
We need to bring back the one thing that everyone loves. 100%. This is not a controversial pick at all.
This is not controversial.
Not controversial. Everyone loves this piece of hardware.
It's a fan favorite.
And it's a fan favorite. People have very, very fond memories of this thing. The Virtual Boy. I laughed out loud watching this because why?
And,
why?
And if this was like a port, like a physical copy with like a cardboard thing you could buy, I'd be like, I respect that, because they're doing what Konami's doing, which is like, okay, we're gonna make all of our games available. I don't care how bad it is. We're just gonna port it. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. This costs us nothing. But then I look, and it's, so you need the online membership. So we're at $60. And in order to play this on your $60 subscription, $25 for the cardboard version of it to make it playable.
Yep.
Or the $100 plastic version of this. Why didn't you just sell the game?
So you're at $160
for the Virtual Boy.
For the Virtual Boy.
Whose main criticism is that it was too expensive with no games.
History repeats itself, Howard.
I mean,
but it's okay. You can only pay $80, $85 if you want to go for the cardboard version.
And people are full of hopium. I saw that they were like, "Hey, man, this is going to pave way to, they're going to start working on the DS ports of games." I'm like, that's fine, but
that should have been their first thing before the Virtual Boy.
But if that happens, there is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games people would want. They're all Pokemon. They have had the Game Boy emulator for about 3 to 5 years now. Do you know what's not on there, Dave? Pokemon. You know, the thing that everyone wants. And it's not like they lost the source code because it was playable on the 3DS. You could buy a code at GameStop for Pokemon Gold and Silver. So all of these people that are hopium-pilled, being like, dude, we're going to be able to play Pokemon Platinum if we support the Virtual Boy, which is a real thing I saw, by the way.
No.
That is not going to happen.
No.
We can't get Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver. What makes you think we're going to get Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black 2, White 2? We're not. We're not going to get any of those games.
Oh, no.
Because that's something that would make money. And that people would like. Nintendo does not want you to be happy. Or they don't want all of your money at once. They're trying to nickel and dime you for every little bit out of you. That's why they have $50 amiibos. That's why they have an $80 Mario Kart. That's why every game is $70 now for no reason. That's why, this is my new favorite thing that I read, is that they have 2 different cartridges. It's a key code in which your game is not on the card.
Right.
And the 64 gig one. Apparently, Nintendo is refusing to make any in-between ones and are pushing developers to use the key cards.
Why?
Because making the ones that actually have the game on the cartridge takes money.
Of course.
Which maybe don't use cartridges. They cost more than a disc. They cost more than a disc.
But you can't fit a disc into a Switch.
Maybe.
You can't.
Maybe your gimmick shouldn't be walking around like a homeless bum on your Switch.
But where's the fun in that? Maybe I want to walk around like a homeless bum.
Like, I get it, it's portable, but like at a certain point, like the PSP all had discs, the Vita had discs.
This is true.
Okay, and in other news...
Oh yeah, back to the business at hand.
Pokemon Legends ZA, they had me for a bit because they gave a Pokemon game actual development time since Scarlet and Violet was...
What a novel concept.
Garbage.
Yeah.
With my favorite part of being how they had 2 months left of the game, and they did not finish a chunk of the open world. So if you go into one of the open worlds and you realize, wow, this is just a giant field filled with like literally nothing, that's because they didn't have time to put things in it. So they gave it development time. I was in. They're bringing back Mega Evolutions. I'm in. All right. Then more details come out where it's like, well, there's no abilities, and I'm like, that's kind of an important part of the game, but you know what? Whatever. And now, in this direct, they announced, hey guys, there's DLC. And I'm like, the game's not out. So we have a DLC called Mega Dimension with Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y, and they both look terrible. I do not care. Here, I
don't think they look that bad.
Come on.
I don't want. Okay.
They're literally, they're shaped like X and Y.
Yeah, I know. I get the gimmick.
But the gimmick with them, with all the Mega Evolutions, is that they're shaped like X's and Y's already. So why do we have Pokemon that are just blatant X's and Y's? I could not tell you. I don't understand. They look. All right. Here's a better way of framing it. Would you pay $10 for this?
No.
That's what I thought. There we go. End of story.
All right, cool. Wrap it up.
Then they showed off the Mega Evolutions because the game takes place in the region of Kalos. They showed all the starter Pokemon in Kalos. They all get Mega Evolutions, which is like, oh, that's cool. That's awesome. You know, one's like a witch with like an army of brooms. One's like an actual paladin with like a shield and a spear. Greninja's upside down. And then in little asterisks after it came out, they said, by the way, the only way you can get these is if you play the online ranked modes in certain months. So they're not in the game.
They're a reward.
They're a
for dedicated players.
It's a post-launch reward. Can't you just tell me what's in the game before you tell me what's getting in the game after it comes out?
No, that's too easy. That's too easy.
You want me to spend $70? I don't even know the plot of the game. You run a hotel and you're like, if you play our ranked battle modes, you can get Mega Stones that we showed off.
Yeah.
It's in their little live service gimmick, in which I have not liked really many of the Pokemon live service gimmicks in the games. They're not fun. But yeah, they're just... My hype with Legend Z was like up here off the screen, and then every time they talk about it, it's just like...
Okay, but take this into consideration. I had no interest in this game. But you know what game I do have interest in after watching this direct?
Is it the farm one?
Yes.
That Ditto farm game looks so awesome.
So good, right? So good.
Like, and the funny part, this is my only little nitpick, is I think it's really funny how the Ditto girl has like the most like fun art style, but all the Pokemon are the exact same art style they've been for like 15 years. But yeah, no, that game actually looks really cool.
That looks really, really cute.
That like especially when I'm like, oh, this looks like a fun farm simulator, and then the little Ditto girl got the Scyther arms, and I'm like, yo, yo.
Yeah.
Pokopia. The little sim farming game where you could use Squirtle's water gun or have Hitmonchan teach you how to punch. Oh my god. Hitmonchan's gonna look at a little girl. It's like, you wanna learn how to throw hands? Dude, that's rad. Finally, a reason to buy the Switch 2.
I was waiting for it.
And also on the side note of DLC, they've announced DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I don't know if you saw, but they're adding live service elements.
I did hear that.
In the DLC. And I think my favorite thing people said is, Donkey Kong got DLC before Mario Kart?
That is crazy that there was no mention of Mario Kart at all in this direct.
Yeah, it's
insane.
Kind of wild that they just dumped this $80 game on us and went, "Yep."
Moving on.
Yeah, don't look at it too long. Don't look at it. We just launched it. That could be the hustle because when you get a Switch 2, you get Mario Kart. That could be the greatest hustle for them to be like, "Hey guys, we're gonna have our games be $80 because look, the #1 selling game in Mario Kart's $80."
That's so smart.
That's so fun.
That's smart. They're just forcing the game on people, whether they want it or not.
Because Mario Kart World is the live service game. I would have thought it'd get more live service. They'd get it before Donkey Kong. They love their live service elements. They love it. Okay, so something more funny though.
Okay. I like things. Are we laughing at people?
Yes.
'Cause I like to laugh at people. I like being a cruel human being who takes pleasure in other people's misfortunes. You can quote me on that.
I didn't know you were a Republican. So Borderlands 4 came out, and I was gonna laugh at it, but it actually looks good. Everyone likes it.
Crazy.
Which is insane.
I don't think we were ever gonna that was ever gonna happen again.
The last one people liked was Tales of the Borderlands.
Yeah.
And that's when.
And that's not even like an actual Borderlands game. It's a totally different game.
A decade ago.
Yeah.
So a decade of Borderlands being we got a good game. So what could possibly we be talking about if Borderlands 4 is a good game?
Nothing but positive things here so far. What could have happened?
Randy Pitchford started talking.
That's all you had to say.
So basically the game doesn't run well on PC, and since this story dropped, this was like about last week, but since last week we've also found out it doesn't run well on everything.
Yeah.
There's a huge memory leak on console where after 30 minutes frames just went. PC has, issues in which you have, it's like, I saw a list, there's like 60 presets to potentially fix and make it compatible with each graphics card.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I know, right? So Randy Pitchford just kind of snaps and is like, you know what? You make a game engine from scratch. And it goes on multiple Twitter tirades making fun of people.
I seem to recall, I think it was the Game Awards. The Game Awards are Summer Games Fest. And Randy came out for something, for like some announcement, and he said something along the lines of, "Who wants to hear me keep talking?" Not a single person cheered. I feel like that's just a very good representation of the internet's relationship with Mr. Pitchford. Stop talking, Randy!
And the worst part is that I feel like this happens with like a lot of game directors where they basically become so megalomatic or whatever. Where they think like, yes, I am this guy. I am the Last of Us guy, Neil Druckmann. I am Randy Pitchford, the Borderlands guy. And they're like so full of themselves. Guys, you are not Kojima.
But here's the thing.
Right?
Here's the thing. I get it with Druckmann. People like his work.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person who looks at Randy Pitchford and goes, "Oh, I love that guy. He's super cool."
Chat. Not only do I think Borderlands 2 is better than The Last of Us, that's my hot take. Neil Druckmann only got to the way he is because he bullied people out of their jobs.
That's true.
I don't think. Don't you remember on the red carpet where he was trying to do poses and no one took pictures and they're like,
yeah.
I feel like these two, like not those two, but a lot of game directors are like these people where I don't think, even if we took out public perception, they're liked at all. It's only Kojima.
Yeah.
It's only Kojima and
he doesn't.
It's Sakurai.
Yeah, but Kojima doesn't even try.
Yeah, no,
he just
he just makes it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
and no one else does. And when you add the fact that Randy's annoying and a terrible human being and holds Duke Nukem hostage and stole money from Sega for Aliens Colonial Marines and left like multiple gigs of important files at a strip club and never got fired or in trouble for that one. What? You just gotta get him to shut up.
I'm surprised he's made it this long.
I think he's a nepo baby and just owns everything.
He
so they can't get rid of him. They can't. I feel like
again, I do like I said, people. I understand that people like Druckmann. I don't understand why people like Pitchford, or if people like Pitchford.
I don't think anyone likes him. I don't think anyone does. Because if I was a random employee and I left multiple gigabytes of important
You'd be
company
fired.
information, I would be fired.
You'd be blacklisted. Yeah.
I would be put on a list. But Randy Pitchford gets to do it and he's fine, right? So it's totally acceptable for him with his game that he didn't code. I don't believe for a fact he code. Just like I don't believe Neil Druckmann code. I don't believe a lot of these game directors, other than maybe Kojima.
Yeah.
Because Kojima did code, and I guess some other a few other Japanese ones, right? I don't think they code. I think they're nepo babies, all of them. In like all the Ubisoft people, I don't believe they've ever coded in their life.
No,
so
not at all. They're businessmen more than anything.
Exactly.
They're not developers.
They're businessmen and they're writers Hollywood kicked out. Okay. Don't be that guy that's like, you coded. The only person in which I've ever seen manage to pull that off correctly was Suda51 because he actually is a director who codes.
Yes.
And he loves making his coding a little jank. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the only person in which I've ever seen you code your own engine where it works. Borderlands 4, it looks like you need, like it's the next Crisis. Of course it's not. It's not gonna work.
Good Lord.
And he just goes on tirades. Like my favorite one was a giant list of him saying, "This is all of our customer support files." And notice how less than 1% is about how the game isn't functional on their builds. And I'm like, what? Does that what? What? Your argument is customer support files?
A sane man would just see that the game is doing well critically and be like, hey, thanks for all the support, guys. I appreciate it.
And then if the game doesn't run well, you go, we'll work on
that. Sorry you guys are having so much trouble with that. We're gonna do our best to fix this and make sure everyone can enjoy the game we put all this time and effort into making playable for all of you, so everyone can enjoy it. A sane man would do that. A sane man.
We're not dealing with that. No.
I don't think we have for a while. A long time.
Long time. Yeah, so someone better put a muzzle on him.
Yeah. I might be a little late for that.
It might be 15 years too late.
It might be 15 years too late for that. I'm sorry to say.
For a dude who got lucky with one game.
Yeah.